PD 1083, the Code of Muslim Personal Laws of the Philippines. Pero kung nasunod ang PD 1083, pwede po bang maging liable dyan ng isang Muslim? No. Okay? Alin pong table? Table ba? O, sige. Ito po ba yan? O, sige, screenshot nyo. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So, we go to, punta naman tayo sa isang accessory. That accessory now is the real accessory. It is the accessory after the fact. Okay? So, kapag sinabi nating accessory after the fact, what are the 3 acts of an accessory? He is an accessory by profiting. Double T ba yan? Kung double, lagyan nyo na lang. Okay? Next. O kasama din sa number 1, assisting the offender. Okay? Offender to profit by the effects. Okay? By the effects of the crime. Okay? By the effects of the crime. Now, what is profiting? Kailangan po bang nakinabang yung atin pong accessory? Yes. Mula daw saan? Mula doon sa effects or bunga ng krimen. Sir, sa pangalawang instance, hindi kailangang makinabang ng atin pong accessory. Pero kailangan po bang tinulungan niya ang principal? If we speak of the offender, we talk of the principal. Tinulungan niya ang principal na ano? Makinabang dun sa bunga ng krimen. Can he be considered as an accessory? Yes. Okay? Sa number 2, or sa Bravo, okay? There is what? Destroying or what? Okay. Destroying or concealing what? Concealing the body of the crime. Okay? The body of the crime. And what will be the purpose? Bakit kailangang wasakin, itago yung elements of the crime? Because it is always to mislead, to hide away with any trace of evidence. Okay? To hide away any trace of evidence. Okay? So now, what will be the third act? Okay? What will be the third act? By what? Harboring. Okay? Harboring. Concealing or what? Assisting whom? Concealing whom? Harboring whom? Harboring, concealing, or assisting the principal in his? Okay. The principal in his escape. Okay. Now, in this case, kapag involve ang atin pong number 3 act ng atin pong principal, sir, dito nagkakaroon lagi ng issue. Okay? Dito nagkakaroon lagi ng issue for purposes of your board examination. Bakit? Okay? Bakit? Ano po yan? Kapag sinabi natin, sir, is a person na tumulong para patakasin ng ating pong principal, is a person na itinago ang ating principal, is a person na pinagtakpan ng principal, automatically considered as an accessory. Ha? Automatically considered as an accessory. Yes or no? No. Why not? Kasi kailangang tingnan ng alin? Ang kanyang, bago yun, ang kanyang particular status. Okay? Anong meron sa taong tutulong para makatakas ang principal? Anong meron sa taong itinago o pinagtakpan ng isang principal? The status of being a public officer. Or kung hindi man at walang indicator sa question, the status of being a private individual. Okay? Now, sa ganyang instance, ano po ang ibig sabihin? If a public officer assists or conceals or harbors the principal, kailangan the public officer must have abused his function. Okay? Or has taken advantage of his position. Okay? Has taken advantage. Has taken advantage of his position. Okay? Of his position. So, ibig sabihin, inabuso, ginamit ang kanyang posisyon para gawin ang isa sa mga acts of accessory number 3. Harboring, concealing, or assisting the principal to escape. Now, sino po ang principal na kanyang tutulungan? Ano po ang nakomit na crime ng principal na kanyang tutulungan? Any crime. Okay? Principal committed any crime. Now, kung wala siya sa indication na public officer, matik i-consider mo siya bilang isang private individual. Pero ang tanong, ang isang private individual, automatic po bang accessory under the revised penal code para maging liable? Hindi rin. Because kailangan mong tingnan dito ano ang ginawa ng principal. Kailangan specific ang crime. The principal committed what? Specific crimes of either treason, ano pa? Murder. Okay? Ano pa? Parricide. Or ano pa? Attempt. Okay? Attempt in the life of the president. Okay? Nagtangka saan? Sa buhay ng atin pong presidente. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag hindi pasok sa mga specific crimes na nabanggit, kahit isang beses lang ginawa ng ating pong offender, yung accessory daw, hindi siya pwedeng magiging liable. Bakit? Kasi it is not of the enumerated crimes. Sir, gusto ko siyang gawing liable bilang accessory. Pwede po bang ibang crime ang ginawa ng ating pong principal? Yes, principal committed some other crime. Okay? Some other crime. Take note, some other crime. Ibig sabihin, iba. Hindi treason, hindi murder, hindi parricide, hindi attempt in the life of the president. Pero ang requirement ng atin pong Article 19, such principal must have been known. Known to be what? Okay. Known to be habitually guilty. So, ibig sabihin, the first set of crimes may be committed at least once. Pero the second category should be committed at least twice. Okay? So, kapag sinabi natin, sir, 2 beses nang nakakommit yung principal, yes, yung principal ng rape, tapos tinulungan ko ngayon. At kapag magiging guilty yan, posible po bang pareho siyang magkaroon ng guilt? Yes. Tinulungan ko. Am I now liable being an accessory? Yes. Okay? So now, sa ganyang instance, therefore, hindi pwedeng maging accessory number 3 kung hindi nasunod ang requirements. If the requirements are not met. Okay? Are not met. Now, sir, kailan pa po hindi magiging accessory number 3? Kailan pa po hindi magiging accessory number 2? Okay? Not accessory liable for number 2 and number 3 if that particular person is what? Mali. Baka mamaya magkaroon na naman ng conflict. Accessory sila. Yes. Pero hindi liable. Okay? O yan. Accessory sila, pero hindi liable. Ang tawag sa kanila, accessory, bakit? Ginawa kasi talaga nila yung acts of accessory. Kaya lang po proteksyonan sila ng kanilang relationship. Okay? Kaya lang po proteksyonan sila ng kanilang relationship. Sa number 1, not accessory at all. Kasi nga wala yung requirements. Sa number 2, accessory sila kasi buo ang requirements, hindi lang liable because of the presence of their particular relationship to the principal. And who are they? Your sadla. Okay? Your sadla. So ginawa ng sadla ang act of accessory number 2, accessory siya. Not liable nga lang. Ginawa ng sadla ang accessory number 3, accessory siya, not liable nga lang. Now, in those instances, hindi siya accessory or hindi siya liable. Take note, hindi siya accessory or accessory man, hindi siya liable. Where are you going to prosecute? Under what law are you going to use to prosecute that particular person? Okay, that is under your PD 1829. Now, Hindi siya liable under the revised penal code, pero liable siya under PD 1829 as a principal. Okay? Bakit, sir, as a principal? Because lahat ng violator ng SPL will always be considered as a principal unless the SPL mentioned na meron siyang accomplice or accessory. Okay? Now, sir, gusto ko pong gawin siyang liable. Gusto ko pong gawin siyang accessory. Eh di, sir, accessory siya if all requirements are met. Okay? If all requisites are met. Okay? Or, yung atin pong sadla, accessory na, liable pa. Okay? Under the revised penal code yan ha, kasi accessory ang tawag, kahit merong relationship. Okay? Pero ang ginawa niya is what? Accessory number 2 plus 1. Being an accessory number 3 plus 1. Okay? Yes, PD 1829 is your obstruction of justice. Okay? Now, dito sa number 2 category ng pagiging liable, kahit meron siyang relationship, pero hindi siya nakontento sa paggawa ng act of accessory number 2 or number 3. Sir, ano pang ginawa niya? Nakinabang. Nakinabang dun sa kanyang relative na gumawa ng krimen at mula sa bunga ng krimen na yan, tumanggap po ba yung atin pong accessory? Yes, kaya liable. Eh sir, kung hindi man, tinulungan po ba niyang makinabang dito yung atin pong yung atin pong principal? Yes. O doon sa number 3, sinira niya ang body of the crime pero nakinabang din po ba siya? Or tinulungan niyang makinabang yung atin pong principal? Yes. So in those instances, liable po ba siya? Yes. Okay? So that is with regard to your persons criminally liable. Now, who will be liable for your grave felony? Which persons are liable for your grave felony? Principals, accomplices, accessories. Next, who will be liable for your less grave felony? Also, the principals, accomplices, and accessories. Who will only be liable for your light felony? Only the principals and accomplices. So tandaan ha, only the principals and accomplices. Okay? Eh sir, how about if a light felony is committed by an accessory? Did he commit a crime? Did he commit a crime? Yes, he committed a crime. Although, he cannot be held criminally liable. Bakit? Dahil sa sobrang baba na ng penalty ng isang principal. For what? Arresto minor. Ano ng penalty ng atin pong accomplice? Public censure. Meron pa po bang mas bababa sa public censure? Wala na. So publicly pinagalitan yung atin pong accomplice. Pero hindi ikukulong kasi wala nang ibang penalty. Pero sa atin pong accessory, lalong wala nang pwedeng imposable na penalty. So anong ginawa? Sir, application ng atin pong absolutory cause. Okay? Application ng atin pong absolutory cause. So tinang mabuti yan in relation sa pagiging persons criminally liable. Okay? So do we have a question here? Nagkakaintindihan po ba tayo? Okay. So tandaan ha, ang penalty ng principal, light felony, arresto menor. Ang penalty ng accomplice, public censure. Pero kapag light felony considered sa atin pong accessory, wala na siyang penalty. Kaya instead of being liable, in-apply ang atin pong absolutory cause. Okay? So that is for your, yung paana yan, principals, accomplices, accessories. Okay? So that is for your number number 217, Delta. Danilo was charged with murder for killing Daniel, convicted by final judgment by the regional trial court. He died while his case is pending appeal. Which of the following is true with regard to Daniel's or to Danilo's liability? That is what? Ano po yan? O yung AME, ano po yan? Sa online. Arresto minor po. That is arresto minor. Okay, o 218, what will happen? Always, if death intervenes, death of the accused will always what? Death of accused will always extinguish the civil and criminal liabilities. So number 218 is what? Bakit? Bakit pareho? Ha? Patay na. Eh sir, namatay during finality of final judgment or during the finality of the judgment of conviction. Ha? Namatay during finality of the judgment of conviction. Alin ang pwedeng maalis? Criminal liability only. Bakit hindi matatanggal ang civil liability? Again, your civil liability is always deemed instituted sa atin pong criminal liability. Yun nga lang, you cannot transfer or pass on the criminal liability of one person to another because criminal liability will always be personal to the accused. So definitely, kung patay na siya, he will just be what? Terminated from the criminal liability. Pero pwede po bang ipass ang civil liability to the properties of that particular accused? Yes. So during finality, pero dito sa number 218, is it already final? Not yet. Because once pending appeal, is there a chance na magkaroon ng reversal ang kanyang judgment of conviction? Yes. Now, pending appeal, your appeal is entertained by which court? By which court? The appellate court. Exercising what kind of jurisdiction? Exercising what kind of jurisdiction? Ha? Exercising what kind of jurisdiction? Nabanggit ko na. The appellate jurisdiction as well. Okay? So, in relation to 218, hindi ko yata yung na-discuss sa first part. Dito natin i-discuss kasi nabanggit yung appeal. In relation sa atin pong 218, there is pending appeal. Okay? Pending appeal. So, not final yet. Okay? Not final yet. Pending appeal. Therefore, it is entertained by the appellate or higher court. The appellate or higher court exercising what? Exercising appellate jurisdiction. Okay? Exercising appellate jurisdiction. Okay? Now, RTC, appellate or not? Okay. Court of Appeals, appellate or not? How about the Supreme Court? Appellate or not? Yes. Now, if it is a judgment coming from the MTC. Okay? Bakit kailangan mag-umpisa nga sa kanya? O, tandaan yan. Bakit nga po kailangan mag-umpisa sa kanya? Pinagsimula ng lahat ang MTC because of the exercise of what? The original jurisdiction. Siya ang pinanggalingan because it is the authority to hear the case for the first time. Okay? For the first time. So now, because the MTC has original jurisdiction, ano nga ang kanyang original jurisdiction in terms of the penalty of imprisonment? Not exceeding what? Not exceeding 6 years. Now, the MTC, the first level court, convicted the accused. Kanino pwedeng gumawa ng appeal? To the regional trial court. Bakit sa kanya ka pupunta ngayon? Bakit sa kanya ka ngayon pupunta? Because the RTC is not just a trial court. The RTC is at the same time an appellate court. Can review, can revise, can modify the judgment of the MTC. Now, anong klaseng jurisdiction meron? appellate jurisdiction. Okay? So, the authority is to review, to revise, to re-examine, or to modify. Okay? The judgments or orders. Okay? The judgments or orders of lower court. Okay? So pare-pareho yan ha, basta may appellate jurisdiction. What kind of appeal is to be filed? What kind of appeal should be filed? It is appeal, not motion. Because motion for new trial or reconsideration is filed in the same court. We are going to the higher court. That is your notice of appeal. Okay? That is your notice of appeal. Filed within how many days? Within 15 days from promulgation or notice of judgment. From promulgation or notice of judgment. Okay? Yes po, nasa Court of Appeals, also the Solicitor General, hindi lang sa Supreme Court. Okay? Now, sagot ng ating RTC, convicted. We go to where? The Court of Appeals. And the Court of Appeals also exercises appellate jurisdiction. Okay? Now, what kind of appeal is to be made? What kind of appeal should be made? That is called as what? Petition for we are talking about reversal of judgment. Appeal po ito. Hindi po exercise of jurisdiction ng atin pong kine-question. That is petition for what? Hindi po motion for reconsideration. Again, motion for reconsideration or motion for new trial is filed in the same court that originally made the judgment. So kung nanggaling sa MTC, punta ka kay MTC ulit. MR or motion for new trial. Kung nanggaling kay RTC, punta ka ulit sa kanya. MR or motion for new trial. Now, we are appealing the judgment. Therefore, it is petition for what? Okay, petition for review. Okay, filed within 15 days from promulgation or notice of judgment. Sabi ng ating Court of Appeals, convicted. Kanino lalapit? Kanino pupunta ngayon? Sa Supreme Court. Now, bakit lalapit sa Supreme Court? Kasi pareho din ang Court of Appeals, Regional Trial Court. Does it also exercise an appellate jurisdiction? Yes. Now, what kind of appeal should be made? Again, appeal. We are reversing the judgment. Hindi natin kine-question dito ang kanyang otoridad. Ang gusto nating ibaliktad, tama yung kanyang otoridad ha, pero ang gusto nating questionin at mapabaliktad, yung judgment na kanyang ginawa. Now, what is the kind of appeal to be performed? Petition for what? Hindi nga po petition for reconsideration. Tanggalin nyo sa isip ang inyong motion for reconsideration or motion for new trial. Because we are going to appeal. At kapag mag-a-appeal, we always go to the higher court. Pero kapag MR nga, motion for new trial nga, you always go to the same court. So hindi po yan pwedeng basta-basta motion for reconsideration. Petition for review on. Hindi po petition for certiorari. It is called as petition for review on certiorari or appeal by certiorari. Sir, meron din namang certiorari, pareho lang yan. Magkaiba. Okay? Lahat yan ay klase ng appeal. Tama po ba? Yes. At anong gusto nating ipa-reverse? The judgment. Pero kapag gusto mong questionin ang exercise of jurisdiction, saka mo ilagay ang petition for certiorari. Anong in-exercise? Jurisdiction. So, mali yan. So, hindi tama yan. So, sumosobra yan. Or so, wala siya niyan. Kaya pwede mong i-file ngayon ang petition for certiorari. Pero simula sa MTC hanggang Supreme Court, ano po ang iyong kine-question? The judgment. Oh, now, sir, in relation, kasi pinipilit mo ang petition for certiorari. Sir, kapag sinabi nating petition for certiorari, tama bang tanggapin ng ating pong municipal trial court ang rape case? No. So anong ginawa ng accused? Nag-file ng motion to quash. Ang problema, sagot ng MTC, tama naman ang jurisdiction ko, akin yan. Sabi nga ng atin pong rape law, ang penalty dyan is what? Pinakamababa, presyon mayor, hanggang pinakamataas is what? Reclusion perpetua. So, ibig sabihin, hindi para sa'yo yan. Hindi mo dapat husgahan. So, questionin mo ngayon ang kapangyarihan ng MTC sa higher court using now petition for certiorari. So, again, iba ang petition for review on certiorari sa petition for certiorari because what is the ground of petition for certiorari? It is grave abuse of what? Grave abuse of discretion. Okay? Grave abuse of discretion amounting to what? Okay? Amounting to what? Amounting to lack. Okay? Amounting to lack or excess. Okay? Or excess of jurisdiction. Okay? So, intindihing mabuti. Kung hindi get sa English, Tagalogin. Okay? Grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. Okay? So that is what? Sir, may problema saan? Exercise of jurisdiction. Mali ang paggamit, kaya sumosobra. Mali ang paggamit, so definitely wala. So sa ganyang instance, questionin mo ang exercise of authority ng lower court, MTC, papunta sa RTC, ng RTC papunta sa Court of Appeals, ng Court of Appeals papunta sa Supreme Court. Pero magbabago po ba ang tawag sa remedyo? No, it remains the same. Pero saan mag-uumpisa? Sa atin pong RTC. Because RTC has jurisdiction, the same with Supreme Court, the same with Court of Appeals. Pagdating saan? Petition for certiorari. So in effect, sir, kapag sinabi nating petition for certiorari, you question the power of the court. Anong karapatan, anong otoridad meron yung court na yan para husgahan yung atin pong kaso? Kapag wala at hindi tama, kapag wala or sumosobra, kaya nga ang sabi natin ay lack or excess, questionin mo siya sa mas mataas na korte. Anong tawag dyan? Petition for certiorari. Kailan ipina-file? Within 60 days. Okay? Within 60 days from notice of order. Okay? So tatandaan, iba ang petition for review on certiorari. Iba ang appeal by certiorari. Saan? Sa petition for certiorari. Pero magkapareho po ba ang petition for review on certiorari at appeal by certiorari? Yes. Gagamitin mo yung klase ng appeal na yan, basta laging papunta sa ang korte. Wala nang iba, basta laging papunta sa Supreme Court. Okay? Basta laging papunta sa atin pong Supreme Court. Okay? So dito, saan tayo nag-umpisa? Saan tayo nagsimula? Sa appeal na atin pong diniscuss. Saan nag-umpisa ang lahat? Sa MTC. Pwede po bang mag-umpisa sa atin pong regional trial court? Yes. Dahil meron din po ba siyang sariling original jurisdiction? Yes. Kapag ano po ang penalty? If we base it on the penalty, exceeding what? 6 years. So pwede rin tayong mag-umpisa sa atin pong regional trial court. Now, sa regional trial court, bakit ka lalapit sa kanya? Again, because it may also exercise its original jurisdiction for the first time. Okay? For the first time. Now, sagot ng atin pong regional trial court, convicted ang atin pong accused, lalapit tayo sa atin pong Court of Appeals. Bakit tayo lalapit sa kanya again? Anong klaseng jurisdiction meron siya? Your appellate jurisdiction.